Knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Stuffs it down with authority. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Curling inside. Joel Embiid pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Butler to bring it up. His team leads it by 10. Jeremy Grant sends it away. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Off the mark. So the two teams will head to the locker room as we reach the break here in game number 3. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports halftime report.
The 76ers certainly didn't have a problem putting up points in the opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave. And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Oklahoma City's got it to Seth Curry. Knocked loose. What a save. That's hard work right there. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Seth Curry. Couple of free throws on the way. A career 84% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. To Simmons. Beyond the arc for 3. And the rebound comes down to Collins. To Westbrook. Down for Collins. And a nice finish at the rim.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
To Butler. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Oklahoma City ball. Westbrook to George. Sizing up the defense. Trying to make his move. Paul George fires. Not that time. Butler for 2. And the rebound taken in by George. Add 2 points to the board.
Every NBA player has a superpower. His, obviously, is that depth perception, because that trajectory leads the ball to the net every time.
Here comes the screen. Paul George snatching it out of the air. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's how you defend. Westbrook into the front court. His guy's down 11. To Paul George. Here comes the screen. It's George for 2. Can't connect.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Now a whistle, and we're going to get a timeout from OKC as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. Schroeder to Seth Curry. Gets it in the right corner. Down low, Collins. Joel Embiid rejects it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Thunder with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. So this remains Thunder basketball. Sixers have it. To Butler. Jimmy Butler. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Seth Curry. From long range. And it's Butler who grabs the rebound. And a putback slam. Long key from 3/4 court. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. And a great start for the 76ers. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. To Embiid. Joel Embiid looking good. 4 for 5.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Schroeder to George. OKC now with 4 to shoot. Paul George, 4-2. To Embiid. A big finish at the rim. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Paul George. And he finishes at the rim. Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. In the front court comes Simmons. His guys hold a commanding lead. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Sixers have the basketball. The monster stuff.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw's good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Westbrook into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Simmons. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Ben Simmons at the line for a chance at a three-point play. 56% for his career. Off the mark at the line. The screen sets him up for two.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
And he burns them.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Zach Collins swats it, and they retain the possession. Westbrook with the basketball. Down a bundle. He throws it down. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
And the finish. Jay, it counts for 2, but that was pretty.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Westbrook. Count the basket at the rim.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Count the free throw as well. Here's Westbrook controlling the offense. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Nope, first one does not go. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Slams it down. Late heave to beat the buzzer. The Sixers are victorious. Sheer joy down on the court. They've won the NBA title. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.